Welcome to Bookkeeping DIY. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2022. So, first of all, I'd like to say thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thanks for liking, commenting, sharing, and the messages that we receive from you guys. It's very encouraging to know that these videos are helpful to you. So, today we'll be talking about having an emergency fund or an emergency account. So first of all, we have to define what an emergency fund is. An emergency fund is money that you set aside to pay unexpected expenses. So unexpected expenses, it's not like your normal operational expenses that you have on your monthly budget. So it's just expenses that, yeah, you like, I wasn't expecting this. So yes, those are unexpected expenses. So the key thing to note when you are opening an emergency account is that you have to make sure that your money is readily available when you need it, and ensure that you open a separate account from your operational, like your day-to-day, where you pay for your day-to-day expenses, and you have to have the discipline to sit down and define what are unexpected expenses for you. Like for instance, if you lose your job, that's like an unexpected expense because no one plans to lose a job. If you incur medical expenses where your medical aid does not cover, or you've exceeded your limit, so that falls under an emergency fund. And you might ask, who's responsible for opening an emergency account? It's individuals who are responsible for household expenses, so those ones need to open an emergency account. Business owners, those responsible for making decisions in businesses, individuals who are responsible for reporting to stakeholders on the financial status of the business. All those people are responsible for making sure that the family or the business has an emergency account. So you might be asking, how much should I have? Like, what's required, the required amount? So the threshold or the target should be really to have enough in the emergency account to cover 6 to 12 months expenses, and obviously you can have a bit more than what is required. So for instance, let's say you've drawn your budget. If you don't know how to draw a budget, please refer to our previous video on how to draw your budget. So let's say you've drawn your budget and you know that your monthly expenses average about 10,000 emalangeni. So you times that by 6 if you decide to have an emergency account that covers for 6 months expenses. So you times that by 6 and you have 60,000 emalangeni on your emergency fund. So you might think, how am I going to have 60,000 emalangeni? The lump sum can just look like an impossible amount. So you have to start as little as possible, but you need to learn to have the discipline to work on the target. Let's say, for instance, after drawing your budget, you have an excess of 1.5 every month that you can set aside, you can save or invest, and you decide, okay, this 1.5 I'm going to use to build up my emergency fund. So you can put that aside, and it's going to take a bit of time, because if you put aside 1.5, it's going to take you 40 months, 3 years and 4 months, yeah. And that might look like a long time, but we can just cross fingers that no emergency happens in that period of time whilst you are building your emergency fund. And you can also supplement that 1.5 or that excess amount that you have, and by making just a few lifestyle changes where you can start a side hustle, where you do part-time tutoring, you do babysitting, and you can also work on reducing your monthly expenses, where you decide you are going to maybe cancel your DSTV subscription for a year, taking public transport to work just to save on the fuel cost. So all of these things, they just help you to achieve the goal faster, but you have to learn the discipline to do it, and just learn the discipline to put that money aside until you reach your goal. And you can maybe open an account with the bank, and they have savings accounts where they don't charge you interest. I know banks have like saving pocket accounts, so you can put that money in. It doesn't charge you bank charges for transferring into that account or withdrawing. So you put that, you build up that savings account until you have like that desired amount, then you can take it and maybe invest in a product that will earn you interest or dividends. I know all the banks have like fixed deposit accounts where you can earn interest. FNB has a money maximizer account. If you have, for instance, 100,000, between 100 and 500,000 to invest, it earns you something like 5.28%. Building Society has permanent shares where you can invest as little as 5,000 and you can earn an annual dividend of around 3.2%. But do inquire from your banker. Ask the different banks actually what products they have, compare their charges and what you can earn from the different products that they have. And you can also have a unit trust where you earn your money. You earn like interest on your money. You are able to withdraw and put in money every month. I know African Alliance, Old Mutual, and Standard, they have products like that. You can also contact the insurance companies. They also have similar products like African Alliance and them, where you can put in money on a monthly basis, and your money you can withdraw when you need your money. So just ask and have enough information to make your decisions, and you know that you're getting the best what do I call this, the best out of your money while you are waiting for an emergency to happen. So I hope the video was helpful. Please do comment, ask questions, share where you are investing your money. This could be helpful to someone else who's still planning on starting their own emergency fund. Please do subscribe, share the video and like, and also do contact us on the contact details below. Thank you. See you next time.